Well, maybe if the Steelers had the highest paid defense in the NFL, maybe their defense would be better. Oh, wait. Like, what was that? What is this team doing? What is this defense? I don't understand this team. What we saw today was elite average. What does elite average mean? Elite average means that you are supposed to be elite and you look elite and you have elite flashes and you do elite things most times. But then there are moments where you're just average. You just do the basic common things. You play down to your competition. You can't stop the run. You act like you don't know Jamar Chase is on defense and you just look pathetic. That was the Steelers today. Very average. In a lot of ways, below average. They gave up 33 points to this Bengals team. 33 points to a Joe Flacco-led Bengals team who just got there 10 days ago. You gave up 100 yards rushing to this Bengals offense. That is average. That is obviously disgusting. Shame on this Pittsburgh defense. They played awful today. You don't believe me that they played awful? Out of 7 out of 10 possessions, the Bengals scored points. 7 out of 10 possessions, the Cincinnati Bengals scored points on the Steelers defense. Let me tell you how actually disgusting it was that we were watching. I have my trusty iPad. Let me just get into the details because, I kind of like the details sometimes. So the first 2 possessions of the game, Cincinnati Bengals punted the football, right? That was in the first quarter. We all saw that. Then in the second quarter, it fell off the rails. What happened? Touchdown Bengals, field goal Bengals. Third quarter, field goal Bengals, touchdown Bengals, field goals Bengals, punt, field goal. On 7 possessions, the Bengals scored touchdowns. That is disgusting. This Steelers defense should be ashamed of themselves. That is unacceptable. In no world, in no way, that is unacceptable. The other thing that fell apart for the Steelers that actually I have been bragging about Aaron Rodgers, those 2 interceptions were costly. The first interception, I believe that was his fault. He should have never thrown that into double coverage. If you're going to throw it, you at least have to make a better throw for DK Metcalf. Okay, cool. The second interception, I think it was DK Metcalf's fault because he didn't really give a lot of effort. But I don't really care whose fault it is because that's 2 interceptions and it's not good. And so this team now is headed to a mini bye week, looking piss poor, having an opportunity to be ahead 3 games in your division, and you go out and play like that against the Bengals? Against the Bengals. Of all teams, for you to play like that against the Bengals with Joe Burrow, who just became their quarterback. That was despicable. And you know what else is actually kind of frustrating to me is I don't like to lose. As a human, I don't like to lose. When my teams are playing, I don't like them to lose. I am comfortable losing on Thursday nights. This is the 7th year in a row this Pittsburgh Steelers team has lost on a Thursday night. And at this point, I'm like, well, when I saw Jamar Chase kind of fumbling around with the football and he caught it and he did a little spin move, I was like, we're in trouble. We are in trouble. Thursday nights are not for us. I don't know what it is. I don't know why we can't get up to play. I don't know why it looks like that. I don't know who this defense is. I have no clue who this defense is. On one aspect, they play very well and they look great. And then days like today happen. And I'm like, what the hell are you all doing? What are you? What have you all met each other? Did you all what's going on? What is going on with the Steelers defense? Steelers defense, elite average. Very, 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 very elite average. Now let me talk about this offense because there's moments in the offense where I totally understand, but then I don't understand why we get away from running the football. Because why? This Bengals defense is not good against the run. The Bengals defense is not good against the run. So we decided to try a flea flicker. What are we doing? Just hand off the football. We don't have to make this complicated. We're up 10-0. Drain the clock. What are we doing with the things? Some of the things that I have praised Aaron Rodgers for did not show up in this game in certain moments. That was worrisome. And I get it. We're human, right? We're not going to be on in every single game. And to be honest, that offense scored 31 points. And when you have the highest paid defense in the NFL, you don't expect your defense to give up 33 points. You don't expect your defense to play like that. That was despicable. I don't know what is happening with the Steelers defense. I don't know what that is, but they need to fix it. Because at this point, we are trying to get into the playoffs. We're trying to win playoff games. That is the goal here. You cannot play like that against a 2-4 team and expect to get into the playoffs and win games into the playoffs. That was awful. That was actually awful. And the defense did some things that made sense. And oh my gosh, the toss play. If I see another I get the toss plays were working. Why? Because the Bengals defense is not good. And how do we play with a not good defense? We decide to pass the ball. That defense can't stop the run, and the Steelers didn't want to run the football. I don't understand the game planning. I don't understand anything ever that happens on Thursday night with this team. It is so frustrating. It is so frustrating. I felt the same way last year against the Cleveland Browns on Thursday night in the snow game. All of a sudden, we couldn't protect the football. We're turning over the football. The Steelers team is working my nerves, but at the same time, I'm not shocked. And I hate the fact that I'm not shocked. I hate the fact that this is who they are. But I'm going to stop rambling because I have so much more that I can say in this video. But I'm not going to say it. I am in my hoodie. You're going to like my hoodie. And I'm going to end this video. And I will see you bright and early in the morning with Moats talking about this game. Because what the hell are these Steelers doing? And I don't even know what to say at this point. But hey, at the end of the day, at least we're still on the right track. And at least we're still in the lead in this division. That is just not good enough, though. And that is not acceptable to me. Because what I saw today, that wasn't good. I don't want to see that anymore. Let's hope they figure this crap out. Because I'm over them playing like that on Thursday nights.